That's what they do. What Google say. I have 3 bumps on my pinky. Google said, "Oh, that's cancer."
That's cancer.
You done ran and called everybody. Get your pinky off.
Hey, cancer in your finger. No, you don't. It. So he is here, Dr. Cross. I almost had
this lady is determined to put this man on bonanza. Nope, that ain't horse or little Joe.
So tell the people. Hello.
That's right.
We're in the building. But you know what? We can't do this without even you here. We still got to do it. Who runs the world? Girls.
And with that being said, we're going to pay a couple of bills. We're going to let Ciara talk about them goodies. Then we're going to pay a couple of bills and we'll be right there and get some good advice from the doctor. Right here at RWR Live 365. You are listening to
Radio Reimagined.
You are tuned into the culture.
This is the next generation of radio.
Oh, you hear me?
Damn.
I did. Girl, you made it. That's a Friday shout out to Tracy and Allison Holt and the experience couple. But again, there you go. That's right. You know that. Good people, man. Good people. Yeah. You know, here on your Friday. Yeah. And that, you know what? And those all it's a wonderful thing. Yeah. If you're worried or concerned about it,
right. Here they go. Boom, here they are right here. And then, you know what though, and it's a good way for them not to feel bombarded. And like you just push them on your way, kind of thing with people. But I really want men to come. Really want them to be here to be comfortable. Talk to us. I don't know. Like you said, that looks like. And I think, especially for me and my kids, I don't want that to be. They follow that. So when she was hired, she gave him doctor's time. So anyway, he was really good with them. They respect him because he watched them do it. So I got the men. I'm going to give this somebody that yeah, because you don't feel like doctor that's just old and I'm just here for the pre-retired and men. You know what I'm saying? Like you love it, and you know what they saying. Right. On your leg and spin around. Either that or the new favorite ones. Get you a crystal or the amethyst and raise it to the lights. I mean, and I'm not. The community in me makes me pick y'all. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Old lady, let's hear
Well, and it's still around today.
It's a cold store. Jesus. Wow. Well, that's something you know. We didn't even know that.
Mess.
Yeah. What's your
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's
I
hilarious.
think you had one time you could have done anything.
Absolutely not.
Back in the day, I think
It would have been
some-
WD-40. Look, listen, it would have been WD-40. I slipped a
The
little bit
motor
of that.
oil.
Yeah. The
Took this man out.
So how long does this go?
15 to 30 minutes. Okay.
Oh, I'm stuck on the 2 vote for me.
That's a lot.
I can't believe that. Yeah. What do you listen to get your next up? Okay. Hey, y'all. It is your girl Jam.
And misunderstood.
And we have guests in the building.
Yes, we do.
We got Mr. Dr. now.
Dr. Cross,
I'm
right?
not gonna say it again.
Yeah, because for some reason, all these co-hosts, they've been trying to put this man on bonanza all day, but we will not have it. We're gonna stay right here
You know,
grounded.
ride a horse.
We're gonna stay grounded.
Say what?
Do you watch Bonanza?
Not a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you feel like you belonged in that family?
not at all.
Okay.
Not
The
at
cook
all.
didn't belong in that family. Don't try him. That is too funny. The cook was
Oh,
running. The
God.
cook was like,
So we've got questions. I want to ask you my question first. How did you start off in medicine?
Many years ago, Jam. Actually, when I was about 3rd grade,
Wow.
I was interested in taking care of folks,
Mm-hmm.
and I had an opportunity to begin from actually my dad and my mom kind of lured me into medicine. You know, the old Dr. Welby, I enjoyed that show. And since I was pretty good in math and science, my parents steered me towards medicine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Shout out to the parents.
absolutely. Shout out.
That's what parents supposed to know their kids, so they pushed you in what they saw. So I
But-
like that.
And
But
the
what's
gifts that they see.
And
What was interesting, my dad wanted to become a physician.
Yeah.
But way back then, the opportunity was not there.
Was not there for him.
Okay, so he actually wanted to become an ENT
Gotcha.
physician.
Okay.
And since the opportunity as for African American men
Yeah.
in med school was not there, that was also a big motivation
To
to push
fulfill
me
Mm-hmm.
in that direction.
to fulfill that
Wow.
dream for him as well. Oh, I love that.
Love
I
that.
love that.
Wow. Jesus.
But it's also cognizant of the fact that those
Mhm.
smarts were there as well.
yeah, they found
Yeah.
that. They knew that like I said, they saw something in you
Exactly.
as their
Exactly.
parents, and they
Mhm.
pushed that. That's what I think all parents
Mhm.
try to do. And I don't know. I'm just talking about me. I try to push my kids. I told them, look, this what you gonna be. But I don't even like math. You gonna learn math.
I don't think that sounds like the good nursing home, James. That does
I
not
say
sound like the
go
good
read a
nursing home.
book because you going to law school. What?
Let me ask this: what inspired you to come back to your hometown? Because a lot of people graduate med school and they're looking to go to New York, Philadelphia, Los Angeles,
Yeah.
Chicago. They're looking to go to some big premier city. What was it about graduating in medicine, and then what made you motivated to come back home?
The motivation was a debt that I needed to pay off.
Yeah.
When I went off to med school, there was a program here in Pensacola dealing with, back then, Pensacola Junior College, which is now Pensacola State College.
Mhm.
And there was a bank, Barnett Bank, and they had offered monies for students who wanted to go to med school. I accepted that offer, and part of the condition, either you pay off that money
Mhm.
or you return back to Escambia County to pay off the debt.
Oh, I love that.
And
Wow.
so that was a huge motivation
Yeah.
to return back to Pensacola.
I love that.
God Almighty.
Yeah. Strike them zeros.
And in
out.
all
Okay.
actuality, I was hesitant to do that. I tried to look to see if I could get out of that because once I finished med school, I had an opportunity in Norfolk, Virginia, a huge opportunity. That opportunity was with a physician who actually trained me during my residency.
Oh, that thing's too much. Look, I looked at my phone. I said, no.
That commercial is automatic. It'll probably go.
That's what I was.
You heard it.
You heard it.
Mm-hmm. I want you to start all over and do it again.
So listen, we're gonna
Right.
keep talking while I figure it out over here.
So after you paid your debt, I mean, after you came here, because you had the opportunity to do it in Norfolk,
Virginia.
Yeah.
Actually, it was like I said, I had a doc who trained me, and he was dying of prostate cancer, and he offered to give me his practice up in Norfolk. And so I had that opportunity, but I also had the obligation
to come back.
And it was a difficult decision, but I made the right decision.
Absolutely.
To come back and honor the debt. And so I moved back to Pensacola.
Okay. So in this time, being a Black physician in the city, do you see a difference in the healthcare system as far as the way that, I mean, we know it's a prevalent difference, but we know that as the patient, as the physician, do you see a difference in the way that the healthcare system treats different ethnicities?
It is a huge difference.
Okay.
You know, we like to use the term the cultural sensitivity. That's what's out there. But we know what that means.
Yeah.
I've noticed a huge change over the 32 years that I've been practicing.
Oh, you look 32, but go ahead.
Thank you so much.
How about that?
But the difference that I'm noticing here is that when we do go to physicians, we have a level of hope to be treated fairly. And I'm seeing, for the most part, because of that cultural difference, sometimes people have difficulty in trying to understand us and the needs. Okay. Oftentimes, we may use, as physicians or people in the healthcare, terminology without actually educating to the meaning of what we are speaking about. For example, diagnosis and what needs to be done. And as most of us, if we do not understand, a lot of us may feel intimidated to question someone who's wearing a white coat. What does that mean? You know, nor do we see the time frame.
Right.
People run in, run out. Okay. It may not give you the opportunity to speak.
Absolutely.
So I think one of the things as what I would like to do and try to do is to educate with the terminology, what it means. So break it down. So that a patient will know what's going on and how to take care of it. And if you do that, I find that we'll be more willing to maybe take the medication or do the treatment. If we know exactly what's going on.
Yes. Layman's terms helps a lot. Because if you come in there and give me some hydrochlorothiazide word,
right,
I I don't know what
That's
all
one of my
that means.
medicines I take. I didn't tell her to say that.
Oh,
Okay.
well, anyway, you say that big long word, and it
Girl, you
sounds more
did
like
because you know what? It took me forever to know the word. So I'm with you when you right. Go on, fix it.
yeah, but it sounds like a condition
It
if you don't know what
does.
it is. You know what's
Right.
going on with you, old child? I got
Like
that
we got
hydrofluorothiazide.
right.
So,
But one of the other things
Right.
is not only with the cultural differences, what has changed big time.
Mhm.
There's as far as providers out here,
Mm-hmm.
we have a shortage
Mm.
of physicians.
Yes,
And I think probably in 2000, the National Health Institute or National Health Services started focusing on trying to improve the number of providers.
Mhm.
And so what we have now is more so some of the nurse practitioners and
Mhm.
physician assistants
Yes.
that are out here practicing medicine
Mhm.
because of this shortage of physicians.
Mm-hmm.
Can you only imagine the shortage of African American physicians?
Yes.
It's huge.
Huge. I can imagine.
Recently, I can't recall the numbers, but now we even have a greater number of African American female physicians
Mm-hmm.
versus the male physicians.
Mm-hmm.
It is quite interesting when I go to the national conferences just to see over these 32 years
Mhm.
how the dynamics has changed
Yes,
to see so many wonderful women physicians and so few of us older male African American physicians.
Yeah.
You see more so male physicians of other countries,
Mm.
our African, our Caribbean
Mhm.
physicians.
Mm-hmm.
But for Afro American physicians, there's a huge decrease as far as with males.
Oh.
Jeez.
And we definitely need that.
Jeez.
We need that
Mhm.
particular dynamic covered.
Yeah,
we need that. That does not
How?
need to be a deficit for us because, for one, we already are shy about going
Mhm.
outside of our community
Yeah.
for things. We don't want to be looked at as weak. We don't want to be looked at as inferior in any way.
Let's
So
Right.
if we can find a physician that has the same dynamic we have, the same makeup as us, that's going to understand the effect that gout has on our body versus somebody else's, the
Right.
effects of blood pressure, what a heart attack may look like. Just knowing those differences alone is huge for our community. So to be able to speak to somebody that knows those things and can articulate those things for us, or break them down to a level where we can understand it without a thesaurus on our side, it's always going to be beneficial to us. So listen, we're going to step out real quick and take us a whole 1, 2, 3 step break by Sierra. And when we come back, we're going to give you information on how you can get in contact with Dr. Crossright and get on the road to good health for yourself.
Absolutely.
You're listening to RWR Live 365. You are listening to
Radio Reimagine.
And baby, you better believe you are tuned into the culture.
And
you
this
hear me?
is the next generation of radio. I'm on it today.
You hear her?
It's the week for
It's
me.
Friday. She gonna make me drink.
Sounds great. Don't do that.
Ow.
I hear you. Yeah.
So I was younger before I got married. I had a baby, and he was pretty cool. So we had, of course, get with him. So to me, you know, so I had whatever. I would do all that. The white nurse couldn't do that. She said, listen, you could have said, she said, African American girls are, you know, who are African American boys being white. You know, like then other ethnicities or third, and then the white boy, girl being boy. But neurologists and all that. The
Right.
but I mean, like in the nurses, they were timid. The white nurses weren't timid.
Mm-hmm.
The white nurses taught me you can hold him. Yeah. She showed me what she did. Put him here. She said the best thing for baby skin is the rubber in the skin contact.
Right.
I was floored. Then it was one day I was up at the and I had y'all because I ain't leaving my baby. I want to go to that.
Yeah.
And black hospital to start. She said, "Let me tell you something." She said, "Go home every day." She said, "This is like a daycare. You got eyes on your baby. Your time is to go home, get some rest, and take care of you. Come back with fresh in the morning. Because when the doctor comes here, you're not going to say nothing and saying, and you're going to be agreeing with stuff that you have no idea." She said, "Yeah, when you will resolve that." So my son didn't do that. But I think that always told lady that had babies, that that is the best way for them not for them to be able to talk to you about anything. And when I'm talking to a young black girl like that, it's about yes. That's the thing for my grandbaby. I told my daughter, I said, okay.
You know, your experience, you know, that's a hard thing to do. To me, and, you know, that's just to do it. To be that you really know.
And it's way different now. Because it look like hotel rooms. They did do remember and then that when she came to school, she called out her nephew name. This is very nice. And so I was like, hey, you did it. You down baby here. They now they got private rooms. You can be in room with the baby. They got your bed and stuff right now. It's like a whole apartment. Go ahead. Here. I thought I gave it to you anyway. Oh, I mean, it's right. It's the right. It's the bucket. No, we show with mine, but no. It's not my oh, man. We have been right now. Why? But we okay. I mean, we can put it in the pocket. We just say, have some film about yourself. Baby, you know what? Yeah, it was a mean girl. Like the doctor. He ain't gonna do that. Oh my, he working. And so come on here. Come on here.
Operating past my scripture for the word.
Come on here. I'm gonna make that one of the terminologies anyway. What in the hell of a hell? They didn't pick up to anything. Go ahead. Hey, y'all. I am back. Oh, this song Freaky Friday. I just noticed that.
I thought you had been listening.
I was not, but I like it. It is Friday. I don't know about free part, but it is Friday. Stay focused.
We don't never know about that.
No,
boy.
we don't.
That's for people with good knees.
Come on.
Somebody put on Facebook, I don't know, y'all can be looking for the BB. I'm looking for the new bat and these, because these, I need to trade these out.
Yeah. Well, we got the doctor
We
in the
got the
house.
doctor in the
And he
house.
said that knees and backs are not on Amazon. You got to take care of the ones you got. So
You
listen,
definitely gotta take
we
care of the
have
ones you
had
got.
some real informative information and conversation going down in the house.
Absolutely.
And we put the doctor's contact information inside of the comments.
Period.
So go inside the social media, book you and your family an appointment,
Okay.
and then keep it.
Book they what?
Very important. Keep it.
Book the appointment and then keep it.
Gotta
Keep
keep
the
it.
appointment.
Mm,
And
I booked
if
and
you're
I went
not
and I
sure,
enjoyed it.
call, make sure they accept your insurance. If not, we have just connected them with someone that can help you with your insurance
Right.
needs. So there's no excuse for you to
There
not
is
be healthy.
no excuse.
There is no excuse for you
None.
to not check on you. Check on
Over it.
you. Don't go
Over
across the
y'all.
street and check on nobody else till you check on you.
Right. Talking about, I don't know why this lump right here.
Oh,
It was
it's-
then that the move
you're
back
not
here.
growing a third
Then,
breast.
okay, then you back in the back, you got a whole big knot. Your knee ain't working right. How long your knee been
You ain't stood
bothering
up straight since 72. Go see somebody.
Say
Go
somebody.
check it out.
Jesus.
So we want to thank the doctor again for coming and hanging out with us. Taking time out of a busy schedule. He has promised us he'll come back next month and do it again.
Absolutely.
Next month is May. So
Yes.
for May, we are going to talk about in this house
Let's do screening.
screening
The
and
importance
how
of screenings.
important the screenings are.
Yes.
So if you have a question about screenings, if you would like to know where you can go and get certain tests done, hit us up inside the comments. We will make sure that the doctor gets that question so you can get an answer.
Correct.
This is your girl Misunderstood,
And Jam.
and we have been talking with the doctor. Doctor, we want to say thank you so much for coming and